Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lady. 54. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Watch the eye. Switch. Switch. Check three. Check three. Check three.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's Wilson. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Mike, lady. Mike, 5-4. There's a party now.
Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
I'll go special. I'll go special. Check, check. Fragna. 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 Kill, kill, kill. Shift, shift. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Got it, got it, got it. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Nice.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get the ball. Three. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Right 54. Come to my work.
Throw it, Mariota. Taken in by Sprinkle, a little pitch and catch. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the shot. One. Alert flare. One. Three. Watch the whip.
To throw, Mariota. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
What?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
We're scoreless after one.
Break back. 54 miles. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Hey, 0-0-0. Check three. Slam. Hey, watch it.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the blood. Check. Alert. Check 4. Check 52. Jam. Watch out. Hey.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Get ready. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the screen.
Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Stay with your man. Check your hot read.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. One. Deuce.
Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Check 59. So don't say nothing. Motion. 3. Check 59, Mike. Mike is stable. Mike to 59. Watch the curl. Mike 5'9".
3rd and short yardage. Mariota flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check. Where are they, team? One. Hot. Kill.
First down, Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Vincent Smith, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, it's Smith. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Complete to Bryant. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a give to Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble. Turn touchdown for the Titans. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check right, 39. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Sorry. Check right, 39. Check right, 39.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On third down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually...
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Myers able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Under 10.
Again, it's Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check that.
Derrick Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
This is Mostert. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Right there. 54 miles. Record. Motion. Hey, watch that. Check. 3. 54. He don't know no better. 51. Check. Watch.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Now Mariota. He's got Smith here. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
49's the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. I got motion, I got motion. One.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Seahawks 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Cut. 380. 56. Here we go. Cut.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I'm here all day. Hey, switch gears. Heel. Slowly. Hey, let her look. Check 50. Tight dog.
To throw again on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Following the interception here, Mariota. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Mariota. He'll buy some time right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Let him know.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down now, it's Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Mariota. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. The Raiders have widened their lead even further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
Check 26, check 26. 1. 1. 3. 1. 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Motion. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't think you got it, son. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. 1.
Mariota. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st.
Single receiver. Front. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. It's coming this way. Here we go.
On 1st down, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
54. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 3. Switch.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Hey, check Mike.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First down, Seahawks.
Now Wilson on first down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Check Mike 39. I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike.
To throw is Wilson on first and 10, being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check. Four down. Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Don't get nervous.
One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Tennessee, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.